Hey, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm showing you guys how I do my polygel nails using dual forms. And yeah, let's get straight into it. This is the nail kit that I'm using today. It's from Amazon. I'll have everything linked down below, of course. It comes with 6 different colors, and the one I'm using is called Daydream. It also comes with this 2-in-1 nail surface cleaner and slip solution, a nail file, of course, this brush to form the polygel, dual forms, and you also get a base coat and a top coat. So the kit doesn't come with a UV or LED lamp. So I got this one from Amazon as well. It's a tiny one and you just click it like a mouse to turn it on. And yeah, I'll have it linked down below. I actually really liked it. It's really cute and like convenient. You can plug it into your computer or the wall. So the last thing I'm using is this nail drill, also from Amazon. This is optional, you guys. I've always buffed and filed my nails just using a nail file, but I just wanted to try something new. But like I said, you guys don't need this, but I will link it down below if you guys would like to try it. All right, so we're not even gonna talk about how disgusting my nails are right now. Just, you know, we can all agree they look terrible. But first I'm pushing back my cuticles, and then I'm going in with alcohol to clean my nail bed. You guys don't want any oil or dirt on your nails. And then I'm putting on this drill. I don't know which like drill head this is called, but it's one of like the file ones. So I'm lightly buffing the surface of my nails. I made sure to put the speed all the way down on the lowest setting, just so you guys don't, you know, damage your nails any further. Mine are already ruined, but you know, whatever. So after I buffed them, I cleaned them again with the cleaner that came with the kit, just to get all the nail dust off the surface of my nails. And then you guys want to go in with your base coat and obviously apply it to all of your nails. Make sure you don't get it on your skin. And then you want to cure it in the UV light for 60 seconds. And then after everything is cured, you want to clean it again because it does leave like a sticky residue. So you want to go ahead and get that off before you start doing anything else. Then I'm choosing the nail form that fits my nails. So all you do is put them up to your nail and see if it fits. And then you can lay them all out. So I recommend just choosing all the nail sizes first and then building your polygel. Alright guys, so this is like my 4th time doing polygel, but it's all been within the same month. So I'm still learning, practicing, you know, working with it. So what I do is put the polygel directly into the nail form, and then I get some slip solution and just start buffing, not buffing, but like forming it. So what I learned already from, you know, just my failures is it's better to kind of pat it into place than dragging it. You're still gonna see me drag it, but to start off, you guys want to just place the polygel in and do sort of like a patting motion just to get it spread out. And you also want to make sure that the edges are all thinner than the center of the polygel, if that makes sense, because when you put the form on your nail, then if the edges are too thick, then you're gonna have the gel, you know, spilling out. So all you're doing is forming it. You know, I'm still working with learning how much polygel to use, you know, related to how long I want the nails. But yeah, what I found to be the most time efficient is creating 2 nail forms at the same time and curing them at the same time. So you're gonna see me do this one, do another one, let them sit, then place them both on my nails, and then cure them at the same time. You guys can do all 5, but I'm still, you know, learning, and it's hard. Sometimes the polygel lifts off from your nails, so it's better for me to do 2 at a time. And it does get really sticky, so just be aware of that. Be careful what you're doing. If it gets on your hands, it's really annoying, but all you do is clean it off with alcohol and you're fine. But yeah, so here I am creating the second polygel after I've already done the first. And I also have found this to allow the polygel to set a little better, like it sets into place and then creates a more, you know, smooth surface. And then it also loses some of the slip so that it grips onto your nails better. So if you guys want, like I said, you can do all 5 forms at once and then let them sit for a little bit, and then they'll stick to your nails even better than they would have if you just placed it directly on your nail right after building it or creating it. And yeah, the rest is pretty straightforward. You just keep tapping on the polygel until it has the form or length that you want. Now, this has honestly been the hardest part for me, is putting the dual forms on my nails and getting them to stay before I cure them. Okay, so basically I'm putting the nail form on my nail, make sure it's lined up correctly. You don't want your nails to be crooked, and don't press down too hard. That's what I was doing when I first started doing them, and it just makes all the polygel come out of the dual form. So just lightly press down and just make sure that the cuticle part doesn't lift up, and then cure it for 60 seconds, and then flip your hand over and cure the bottom for 60 seconds. And this is how it looks immediately after taking off the dual form. Most times you won't even need to buff the top because it's so smooth. And yeah. And again, whenever you apply the nail, just make sure you aren't too heavy-handed because all the polygel will spill out. So just lightly press down to make sure that it's on your nail, but just don't press too hard. And you want to cure for 60 seconds on the top, and then cure the bottom of the nails also for 60 seconds. So put your hand in and then flip it over and then cure it underneath. And that's what it's looking like directly after all my nails have been cured. And you guys want to use the nail cleaner or alcohol and clean it off because it will have a sticky surface. And this is what it's looking like before I've finished shaping and buffing everything. And as you guys can see, this angle of the nails is pretty thin. So all I did was add some polygel right at the tip and applied some slip on the brush and just smoothed it out. And it did create, obviously, a thicker end. And after I did that, I cured for 60 seconds. So moving forward, I decided the nails were a little too long for my liking. So I'm using the file and just drilling it shorter. Obviously this is optional, but if some of your nails are too long, you guys can use a nail file and just, you know, shorten them. Or if you guys have a drill, you can use the drill to shorten them. And I didn't do all of them because some of them were the right length, but some of them were too long. And then I'm going in and just shaping them. And with Polygel, you don't need to do too much shaping because it already creates like an almost perfect shape. But of course, I'm just creating a more, I guess, tapered square shape and just making everything as perfect as possible, you know, as sharp as possible. But obviously I'm not perfect because I'm not a professional, so I'm just doing the best I can. And at this point, I'm just applying Polygel to some of the nails that had a thin, like on this one, the side of it was a little thin, so I just applied Polygel the same way that I did at the tip of the nail. I just applied it and smoothed it out. And you guys can do this. So if you guys end up not using enough Polygel at the end, you guys can always add more. So, you know, don't worry if you end up having like super thin nails, because you can just always apply more Polygel and cure it. All right, so now for the nails that do need a little bit of buffing because I ended up applying more Polygel, I'm using the nail drill. You guys can use a nail file for this as well, but I'm just cleaning it up wherever it needs to be cleaned up. I'm using it on the fastest speed setting and just filing wherever I see anything that's not smooth. So on this step, you guys need to be really careful and just make sure you guys don't cut your skin. So make sure you're holding the drill with a really steady and like tight hand. And yeah, so I'm using the drill to also carve out underneath the nail. So if you guys look underneath, it has like a nice curve, which is just an extra step. You guys don't need to do that, but it's something that I wanted to do. But yeah, that's all I'm doing, is just drilling and making sure everything is smooth. And now that my nails are finished, I'm gonna go wash my hands, and this is what they're looking like before applying the top coat. And honestly, I think they look really good. I think the shaping is really nice, and it does take a pretty long time, but it's way easier in my opinion than acrylic, and you guys save so much more money than getting your nails done all the time. So at the end, you guys want to cure the top coat for 60 seconds, and this is how my nails look. So this is the end of the video. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. And if you guys found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Bye.